Houston, Texas, is a city with a rich cultural history, a blend of modern progress and deep historical roots. But as with any city that has seen centuries pass, Houston has its fair share of haunted locations. Some of the city's oldest cemeteries have become the subject of ghost stories and paranormal encounters, where the spirits of the past seem to linger, restless and seeking connection with the living. Today, we'll take you through 5 of the most haunted cemeteries in Houston, where eerie sightings, strange noises, and unexplained phenomena are the norm. Glenwood Cemetery. Glenwood Cemetery, founded in 1871, is a beautiful and serene location nestled along the banks of Buffalo Bayou. The cemetery is the final resting place of many prominent Houstonians, including famous aviator and business tycoon Howard Hughes. While its picturesque surroundings and well-maintained grounds give it an air of tranquility, Glenwood is also reputed to be one of the most haunted cemeteries in the city. Visitors to Glenwood have reported seeing ghostly figures wandering through the graves, particularly after dusk. One of the most famous stories is of a woman in a white dress who is said to appear near the older parts of the cemetery. Some say she is the spirit of a bride who died under tragic circumstances, forever searching for her lost lover. Others claim that she's a forgotten woman who met a violent end and now walks the cemetery grounds in an endless loop, reliving her final moments. In addition to these apparitions, many visitors report feeling sudden cold spots or hearing whispers that seem to come from nowhere. Some have even reported the eerie sensation of being watched as they walk through the rows of graves. Whether or not you believe in ghosts, Glenwood's atmosphere certainly leaves a lasting impression. Hollywood Cemetery. Not far from downtown, Hollywood Cemetery has gained a reputation as one of Houston's most haunted sites. The cemetery, which opened in the early 1900s, is the final resting place of many veterans, including soldiers from the Civil War. The presence of these veterans is often cited in ghostly encounters experienced by those who visit. One of the most persistent stories revolves around the spirit of a Confederate soldier. Visitors claim to have seen a ghostly figure dressed in an old military uniform, standing at attention near a specific tree or gravestone. He's often seen during the twilight hours, blending into the shadows, only to vanish when approached. His haunting presence has been the subject of many local legends, as it seems he is forever trapped in his military duty. Other stories from Hollywood Cemetery include the sighting of a weeping woman dressed in black, who is often seen sitting beside the graves. Those who encounter her say she appears deep in mourning, and as they approach, she fades away, leaving nothing behind but the feeling of sadness in the air. The combination of sorrowful spirits and the cemetery's historical significance makes Hollywood Cemetery a prime location for ghost hunters and those interested in the paranormal. Olivewood Cemetery. Olivewood Cemetery, established in the late 1800s, is one of the oldest African American cemeteries in Houston. It holds immense historical significance, but over the years, it has been largely neglected, leaving it overgrown and weathered. The dilapidated state of the cemetery adds to its eerie ambience, making it an infamous site for ghost stories. Many people claim that Olivewood Cemetery is haunted by multiple spirits, some of whom are linked to the unmarked or forgotten graves. Shadowy figures have been seen moving among the headstones at night, and visitors often report the strange sensation of being followed or watched by unseen eyes. These experiences, coupled with inexplicable temperature drops, have led to widespread belief in the cemetery's paranormal activity. One of the most chilling reports from Olivewood is the sound of children's laughter echoing through the cemetery at night. Though no children are ever seen, their giggles and footsteps can be heard, suggesting the presence of young spirits. The history of the cemetery and its forgotten souls contributes to the many legends surrounding the hauntings at Olivewood. Washington Cemetery. Washington Cemetery, originally established for German immigrants in the late 1800s, is another of Houston's most haunted cemeteries. It is known for its serene setting and the presence of beautiful old gravestones, but like many of the city's historic cemeteries, it harbors stories of restless spirits. One common tale involves the ghost of a former caretaker who is said to continue his duties from beyond the grave. Visitors have reported seeing a man walking among the graves late at night, appearing to tend to the grounds. When approached, he vanishes, leaving behind an unsettling feeling of being watched. Another frequent report is that of disembodied voices calling out to visitors, as though trying to make contact. These voices are often described as faint, whispering through the trees, or as a sudden, sharp cry that echoes through the silence. Whether these spirits are trying to communicate or simply reliving moments from their past lives, Washington Cemetery has become a magnet for those seeking paranormal experiences. In addition to the mysterious voices, some visitors have captured photographs showing ghostly figures or strange light anomalies, further fueling the cemetery's haunted reputation. With its long history and its connection to Houston's immigrant past, Washington Cemetery holds a deep and haunting connection to the city's history. Evergreen Cemetery. The final cemetery on our list, Evergreen Cemetery, may be one of the smaller burial grounds in Houston, but it is no less haunted. Evergreen, like many other cemeteries in the city, has become overgrown and neglected over the years, adding to its eerie, otherworldly atmosphere. Visitors to Evergreen have reported a wide range of paranormal experiences, from ghostly apparitions to strange sounds in the night. One of the most infamous spirits said to haunt the cemetery is that of a woman dressed in white who weeps near the graves. Her sobs are often heard before she is seen, and those who encounter her say that she seems to be mourning something, or someone, lost to her in life. In addition to the weeping woman, people visiting the cemetery at night have described seeing gravestones move slightly, as if pushed by an invisible force. Some have also reported the sensation of being tapped on the shoulder or brushed by a cold hand, only to turn around and find no one there. The spooky atmosphere of Evergreen Cemetery makes it a hotspot for paranormal investigators and thrill-seekers alike. Conclusion: Houston cemeteries are more than just final resting places. They are echoes of the past, filled with history and, for some, lingering spirits. From Glenwood Cemetery's mysterious woman in white to Olivewood's eerie children's laughter, each of these haunted sites tells a story of the city's darker side. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, the haunted cemeteries of Houston offer an unforgettable experience, where history and the paranormal collide. So next time you find yourself wandering through the city's historic cemeteries, keep your eyes open and your senses sharp. You never know what, or who, you might encounter. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell for more haunted history and paranormal stories.